What's going on, guys? This is Tony Hannity's here with LazyTechGuys.com, and we've got Robert here from RingzTV. Thank you very much for meeting with us, Robert.
Real pleasure. Yeah, thanks, Tony.
Awesome. So why don't you go ahead and tell us what exactly you have to show us here at CES 2012 and what it's all about.
Yeah, sounds good. So it's a scrappy little startup. It's a David and Goliath story. It's really about consumers' desire to unbundle their cable bill. All right? So we're tired of paying a lot of money for shows we don't watch. So at RingzTV, what we've invented is a new television service. It's an audience-powered entertainment network. We're just coming out of about 8 days of user testing in a major television network facility. We've tested Rings against Apple TV, Google TV, Microsoft Connect. And what we've got is we've got a television service that's free to consumers that enables premium content owners to make money from their content, but lets consumers organize their television viewing the way they want to and share it with their friends. Now, the cool thing about Rings is it looks at first glance like I got a bunch of channels around here. I can tap any channel and I can watch television. So it's a new way of watching television, right? I got all my channels up here. Again, it's control. I can see my choices. But what's really cool about it is I can drill down deeper and deeper into whole show lineups, so collections of shows. The entire thing is a free service. It's a little bit like Pandora for video, if you can imagine. So it's streaming television. As you see, what we're doing here is we're just watching. I'm standing here talking to you. We're playing shows around this ring. If I was double tapped in here, if I go back into my full screen view, this will play television all day long for me, right? And what happens is we drop in ads, and those ads are sold by and the revenue is earned by our network partners. So it's a new way for them to monetize their shows in a social syndication platform and get people pumping their stuff out there in collections that people organize. So I organize this myself. So we got a whole social viewing thing where you can see what your friends are watching. You can share what you're watching automatically. So it's this people-powered network, this audience-powered network.
So right now we're actually using an iPad 2.
Yep.
Are you foreseeing this going into Windows 8 tablets or maybe even Android tablets?
Yeah, exactly, Tony. So what we've got right now is we've got it running on the iPad 2. It runs on the iPad 1, by the way. We also have an iPhone app. We'll be releasing the iPad app in 2 weeks at the end of January. iPhone right behind it. We're building an Android app as well. We've currently got an HTML5 service. So that phone, that Verizon 4G phone I was just using, we run the HTML5 service, and I'm watching television in the back of a taxi cab. I'm watching video in the back of a cab. I'm watching in the back of a train. So our vision for the company is any content from any source on any device in a single consistent interface, this Rings interface.
One thing that Google TV has had issues with is that they aren't really getting the content. Yeah. And it seems like you just, not that it's easy, but that you got it. You have HBO.
That's right.
This is not connected to an HBO subscription, is it?
Right. So we do a couple of things with our content partners. So in fairness to Google, they got a tough row to hoe. They're the big guys in the block. I said before, it's a David versus Goliath story. A lot of content owners are concerned about Google and about YouTube. YouTube, as you know, is going now and spending $100 million paying money to the same actors, the same directors, the same content companies that are providing content to the networks. YouTube is becoming an MSO. They're becoming a cable operator, if you will, okay? So one of the things that the networks are looking for, they're looking for alternative distribution methods for their content. So are we getting premium first-run TV shows out of the box, day one, turn on? No, we're not. What we're getting is we're getting interesting content, cool content, compelling content. Like I say, I'm watching some pretty cool stuff here. BAM TV is a scrappy little independent music producer. It's got some great videos. What we're able to do is we're able to automatically pull down all their videos, organize them automatically into the Rings interface, and let other people watch whatever you like. So if you're liking, I don't know, if you like hip-hop, and you want to dive in, you got a whole hip-hop lineup here. We can watch in the Rings view here, right? So we got total choice, convenience, and control. We can grab any channel, we can double tap, single tap, go into it. Now we're watching TV. One of the cool things about this, you asked about, why are we getting these content deals? One of the things that we enable is, so HBO doesn't allow advertising, right? They're not advertising supported. Right. But they're a subscription service. So what we allow them to do, what we enable them to do, is they've got this content that they give us. This content can be put into Rings, collected and shared. And then what happens is consumers can take a look at some, really cool piece of content, right? And they go, wow, this is cool, I want to learn more. We allow them to flip the screen over, And now they can read more of the content. And then HBO can put offers in here. So HBO can promote upsells, they can promote subscription purchases, they can give free content away, little tastes of content for Game of Thrones or what have you, right? So we have a whole bunch of different ways for content companies to monetize their content. Here's another one. So now here we are in our home ring, and you probably noticed that we got this whole Twitter feed going on down here. So these are hashtags that are anything we want. So here's a hashtag for Twilight Saga, goes into our Twitter feed, crawls across the bottom of the screen, and now boom, we've built an entire ring of Twilight Saga. And so then what we do is we drop in featured videos that can be from our sponsors, and those featured videos are from interesting companies that are looking to introduce products and services into the television network. So it's this audience-powered entertainment network, and because it's free, you get advertising, but you get to pick your ads. You get to pick what you want to watch. So check this out. So we've got, I'm going to double tap up here on the home ring. I'm going to go back up to the top. I'm going to drive into CBS, for example. So at CBS, what we've got, CBS has a number of big sponsors, valuable sponsors. One of those is Nissan. So I can drop into my Nissan ring here. I can choose what I want to watch. I didn't want to watch the Clorox ring, but I'm interested in Nissan, I'm interested in the new car. So here's a Leaf video. Pretty cool Leaf video, actually, at Le Mans. Okay, so now we're watching TV, right? And we picked this ad. So from an advertiser's point of view, that's a very valuable thing. I showed that I'm really interested in this. So sponsors can own their entire ring cloud. They own that experience.
Is this something that would be viable to be put on AirPlay? So for those who have Apple TV?
Yeah. So this user testing that we did here in Las Vegas, this big TV network testing facility, we actually AirPlayed this. So it was Google TV, Apple TV, Microsoft Connect, and us. And we were actually AirPlaying up to a TV screen. It was awesome. It was
Wonderful.
so cool. You're basically controlling your TV from rings, so you have infinite choices of channels.
So this really could be a solution for those cord cutters out there.
That's right. This is a cord cutter solution. This is a cord cutter's dream right here.
Awesome.